Everyone, I'm Dr. Kalpana. In this lecture, we would be understanding the preamble to the Constitution of India, which is a very important topic for the purpose of other competitive examination as well as for law students. So here we would be dealing with a comprehensive exploration of introduction to the India's constitution, its philosophy, objectives, and legal significance as the soul of the nation's founding document. Text and historical background of this preamble is it starts with we, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. This first line is very, very important here. A few words have been added as an adjective: sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. What kind of democracy, what kind of republic we want to become? That is a resolution. Origin, it was drafted under Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's guidance in Constituent Assembly. He was the chairman of drafting of Constitution Committee. It is based on the objectives resolution introduced by Jawaharlal Nehru in 1946. The purpose is embodies the vision of an independent India and its constitutional philosophy. There are some key terms which we need to understand. What is the meaning of sovereignty and socialism? We, the people of India, establishes the popular sovereignty as source of authority, and the authority is in the hands of people of India. They can make the government, they can unmake the government. So highest power in any democratic process lies with the people of that country. So India is independent in internal as well as in external affairs. There is one case, state of West Bengal versus Union of India. Sovereignty rests with the union. There are two kinds of government: union government and state government. When it comes who is sovereign, then it rests with union government. The word socialist was added with 42nd Amendment to Indian Constitution, which aims for economic equality and wealth redistribution. It promotes welfare state and mixed economy. In the case of D.S. Nakara versus Union of India, socialism aims to eliminate inequality, and that is the socialist philosophy where capitalist state is discouraged. There are some key terms: secularism, democracy, and a republic. Secular word was added in 42nd Amendment in 1976, which means equal treatment of all religion by the state. Means secular state does not own any religion and would not propagate any religion. As we know, India is a plural, diverse country where many of the religion following people are residing together. So we cannot say it's a Hindu state or it's a Muslim state or a Christian state. It's a secular state. In the case of S.R. Bommey versus Union of India, that case comes from the year 1994. Secularism is the part of basic structure which cannot be amended by the parliament or state legislature. So it is beyond the power of parliamentary powers to amend the secular fabric of the constitution. Democratic government elected by the universal adult suffrage means a person who has attained the age of 18 is becoming eligible to cast vote, and the government would be elected by adult people of this country. In case of Indira Gandhi versus Raj Narayan, which comes from the time when emergency was imposed by Indira Gandhi government, and free elections are the part of basic structure. It was held by High Court Allahabad, where Indira Gandhi was convicted for following the unfair practices during election. Republic, head of a state is elected, not hereditary. That means republic, every time, every 5 years, there would be general assembly elections, and government would be elected by the people, not hereditary like earlier, uh, like son of king would be another next king. Is not the case with democracy. So promotes equality among all citizens. Objective. What is the purpose of bringing such kind of constitution? Justice and liberty. So justice is of three kinds which have been incorporated under preamble of the Indian constitution: social, economic, and political. Social justice means removal of all social inequalities, like under Article 17 of Indian Constitution, there is a right against uh, untouchability has been abolished. Economic justice means equal opportunity and wealth distribution. Political justice means equal participation in political processes. In the case of Keshwanand Bharati versus the state of Kerala, justice forms the part of basic structure doctrine. Liberty means freedom of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, subject to the reasonable restrictions which are provided under Article 19(1) subclause 2. Objectives: equality and fraternity, equal status and opportunity for all citizens. That is the meaning of equality under Article 14 of Indian Constitution, which is embodied. The concept of equality is embodied from Article 14 to 18 of the Indian Constitution. There was one case, E.P. Royappa versus State of Tamil Nadu. Equality is a dynamic concept, and anti-arbitrariness is a facet of equality. Fraternity means promotes national integration, unity, and dignity of individuals, essential for India's diverse and pluralistic society. In Indra Swani versus Union of India, Supreme Court held that affirmative action must not harm fraternity and merit. Legal status and amendability. When it comes to whether preamble can be amended, it has been amended. In Keshwanand Bharati versus the state of Kerala, Supreme Court held that preamble is the part of the Indian constitution and can be amended, but not in a way that destroys its basic structure. In Berubari case, which comes from the year 1960, earlier it was held that preamble is not the part of constitution, it is just the introduction to the constitution, but the Supreme Court reverts its own judgment in overruled in Keshwanand Bharati case. Significance of the preamble. It is interpretative tool. Courts refer to it to understand the Constitution spirit. Guiding light helps interpret ambiguous constitutional provisions. It reflects the aspirations and goals of the nations. In order to understand the whole Constitution, preamble helps it out to understand. Now, to conclude this lecture, preamble is not just a decorative introduction, but a dynamic source of constitutional philosophy that encapsulates India's vision, values, and direction. With this, I would end here. Thank you so much. Happy learning.